Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Speed Gaming 4. We are here with the Link to the Past League for 2023. My name is Phantom Ryu, here with JP. JP, what do we got going on for everybody here today?
Well, today we have some almost all Dungeons Key Sanity going. It is between Noble Foxes and Begone Pots. We got Nobly and T-Stew racing. Nobly is actually a late sub here. Obscure Lifeform was originally supposed to run this one, but had some real life stuff come up, so we got Nobly instead. And on the other side, we got T-Stew. But both have been around for a while. Still going to have a very good race here.
Always is in the Link to the Past Randomizer League. We are almost all Dungeons Key Sanity today. It's almost all Dungeons.
What that means is it's actually a defeat 7-7 goal, but the GT Big Key is on the pedestal. So we have to beat all the dungeons except for Aga Tower, potentially.
Hence the almost.
I know a lot of people are happy that they don't have to worry about Aga Tower.
Yeah.
Well, potentially.
We will be getting started here very, very shortly with this match, and let's see, we got trying to see what our scores are here. Noble Foxes with 6 points this week, Begone Pot with 3 points, so
I think that'd be their total scores for the season. So,
yep.
Noble Foxes would probably be 2 and 3, Begone Pot 1 and 4.
And we got the booger in the original chest there. That single green rupee.
And they double their rupees by pulling up bushes.
Hey, lucky rupee.
Both of them are going straight for Uncle. This is pretty synced, actually.
Yeah, this is... Are we sure we have two different feeds here?
Yep, I think we can see now.
Starting with open, and we got to get some kind of progression to figure out where the seed is telling us to go. There are the boots.
I think they'll both be glad they went here first.
Absolutely got to go fast, ladies and gentlemen. Just a big 20. We got to... All right, so assume we're going to get a save and quit to Sanctuary here and hit a couple of those boots checks. Oh, ooh. T-Stew there almost hit delete file.
All right, got a nice little weapon, Fire Rod.
The laser stick appears. Still no real help on giving us a direction of where to go just yet, although no one will ever complain about the fire rod.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you'll be happy with that.
Still no help there in Bonk Rocks.
Now with boots, let's see if either of these runners decide to check that tree. That's one of the disadvantages of potentially getting those boots early, is maybe it's pointing you to something here.
Oh, that's good. Nobly over there getting the complete magic refill.
Oh, bush crab's got bombs.
Oh, and Nobly accidentally killed the bush crab, so only gets 1 bomb out of that, while T-Stew gets 6.
Well, that was a heart container on the lumberjack ledge, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, exactly.
And Nobly will get a second shot at... Oh, never... Oh, there you go. He's going to just take the second shot of bombs right now. I was going to say he could get it in the forest.
Yeah. As we got another tree pole and another... There's the bush crab. Oh.
Right. Both fire choices already.
You light up my life.
Let's just give them bombos so they can have all the fire.
Right?
That was close. Not quite bombos there.
No, but very close. So, this seed so far brought to you by Red Things.
You are correct. Yes. Red boots. Red rod. red lamp.
Yep. All right, everybody heading into Kakariko Village here. Lots of items, lots of potential. See what happens here.
Alright, what do we got? Starting with the single arrow.
Our first key, that's to Turtle Rock, plus a piece of heart and the powder.
Alright, well, powder not really helpful yet unless we find a hammer. I mean, it is a good safety, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And these two over there are already down to a single heart, so...
Yeah, well, at least you got some chances to recover that in the well, which is where they're both heading right now. You also should grab a couple blue rubies. Oh, never mind.
Or maybe not.
I was going to say T-Stew might be a little bit in trouble for money, potentially, but nope, that fixes it.
Yeah. Want 100 for that bottle vendor, but obviously you want to eventually get up to 500 for Zora. There's the small key for ice and the hook shot.
Okay, I think we're starting to see potential path. If we get a glove or a flute.
Yep. Still brought to you by Red Things.
Yes, technically yes. There is a little red in that handle.
Nobly there, saving a whole bunch of frames by using that hook speed. And in Chicken Hut, we have the big key to Skullwoods. Not the most useful big key.
Yeah, at least you can now Oh, interestingly, that kind of makes it full clearable Skullwoods once you get a sword, but logically,
Right.
it costs 3 smalls.
Just a big 20 here, and while we found some good stuff in Kakariko, as you mentioned before, we still need a glove or a flute or something to really give us a signpost to go on, but still lots of rando left to play here. What do we got on library? Oh, we got a bottle. Time for some backtracking.
Yep. You grumble a little bit when you get that bottle there. It's like, oh, come on. You couldn't have given him that to be 1 check earlier.
Right. And on race game, we've got... I did not see.
I didn't see either. That was really quick. But it looks like...
It's something blue.
It's blue boomerang.
Okay.
Or then, is that Master Sword? But they don't have a sword yet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a boomerang or... I saw blue, but I didn't know if it was boomerang or bombs. Probably the boomerang. And a wasted trip to the sick kid, just a piece of heart. Hence the grumble when you find the bottle there.
Alright, let's see. Looks like nobody's going to stick to kind of normal path and go South Shore.
See what T-Stew does, and shocking, just as it's been for the last 6.5 minutes, he's going the same way.
A little bit of divergence. Looks like T-Stew's going straight for Mini Mulborn Cave.
Interesting. I mean, the checks at the dam do take up a little bit of time. Oh, and Nobly misses the hookshot glitch. He's going to have to come back.
This might be for T-Stew planning to go to Agnes Cave.
Mini Moldorm giving T-Stew a little bit of trouble there. All right, just a big 20 underneath the dam, and let's see, does he get it this time? He does, and is the map for Misery Mire. There's a lift. Love in Mini Moldorm Cave. I did not see what he got from the NPC, though.
I believe it was a 50.
Okay.
So, yeah, there looks like our progression, potentially, going up the mountain.
Yeah, that hook shot and that glove. Time to go visit the old man on the mountain.
T-Stew's got to be very careful, down to 1 heart.
Yeah, especially with these crabs. You can never predict where they're going. Oh, so satisfying. He uses the bomb to kill the crab.
Nice.
T-Stew may set up a water walk here. Maybe to check check Hobo before he goes, but let's see.
He did set the water walk. Doesn't have Zora money, but yeah, I could do Waterfall and Hobo, or what? Just one of the two. We'll see. Nobody has to be careful too at 2 hearts, but those crabs will still one-shot.
Yep. Not even going to bother with Hobo or checking Lake Hylia Island. He's going straight to the waterfall. And Nobly just setting up the... Well, it looked for a second there like he was setting up original fake flipper, and then he remembered, oh yeah! Alright, we had a key to Turtle Rock, and what else there?
A shovel.
I can dig it. Alright.
Blue rupee on the island, so don't have to worry about that.
Oh. See if Hobo has anything today. Of course, if he does, it's out of logic, but since when does that stop anybody?
Nope, just bombs.
You mentioned earlier that T-Stu might set up Agana play. Does not look like it. Looks like he is going up the mountain.
Nope, going to the back of Escape.
Back of Escape, yeah.
3 quick checks.
Let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, the mitts. Oh, you hate to see the mitts early.
Yeah, it's a little, well, not necessarily the worst, actually, especially if Moon Pearl ends up being up the mountain. You can get a lot of checks up there. Oh, that's a big key on the Zora ledge.
No way to set up a splash delete at the moment, so...
And yeah, T-Stu will wear, he's going to go check King's Tomb right away.
Desert Palace small.
Logically needed.
Yep. No real divergence for our runners. The only real difference here is that Nobly checked the dam and T-Stu did not. Otherwise, they're just treading over the same ground so far.
We're heading up the mountain. So yeah, if you get a Moon Pearl up here, there's a lot of checks you can get. Even if you don't, there's still quite a few.
Yeah, absolutely. See what the old man giveth today. He giveth 300 rupees.
Very nice tip for getting him out of the mountain.
Absolutely, and the thing is that puts T-Stu over 500. He was just at Zora.
Nobly going to give us a look at the dig spot, which is out of logic, but see if he gets anything nice.
It's a map on Spec Rock and a compass, and there's that Moon Pearl.
That's big. Nobly's going to have a lot of extra checks up this mountain. If he decides to go this way, he can actually just go straight to Dark World.
Right.
But that's going to be big for Nobly because he's going to be able to do a lot of extra checks up here if he wants to.
Yeah, and it'll save him a trip up the mountain.
But that probably means we're going to see flippers sometime soon.
Another big key, desert big key. So T-Stu now has both keys needed for desert. Of course, we don't know yet if it is a crystal or a pendant.
Interesting. If we get a book, desert's completable.
Yep. Hera compass. We got another piece of heart. Given a refill. All right. Look, JP, you got to quit with this psychic stuff, man. You're talking about the moon pearl. The moon pearl appears like, oh, I think I'll see the flippers somewhere around here. There are the flippers.
Well, to be fair, the flippers was a logical guess because the shovel was in the waterfall, so we had to get the flippers to get that logically. But I forgot, nobody likes to be out of logic sometimes. So, yeah, I can't predict what Nobly's going to do. He's a very unpredictable runner.
Yeah, Nobly did just find a small key to Misery Mire, so... Now we have some significant route divergence between our two.
Yeah. So far, the big thing that TCU's picked up here is the flipper, which might incentivize him to go now check the dig spot now that that shovel's in logic. Hey, there's
got
our
our
sword.
Yeah. Fisher Price Baby's first sword and another big 20 in Spiral Cave.
Oh, I think we might see a Super Bunny from T-Stew. So, yeah, we don't get to see this too often, but we're going to see Super Bunny Cave in its full glory.
Yeah, it's a... Like you said, you don't see it very often, but when you can do it, it can really help.
Yeah, I think the sword was the only thing that nobly picked up.
Yep, and a small key to...
Skullwoods.
Skullwoods. It was Skullwoods. I thought I was having a senior moment for a second. But no, it was in fact Skullwoods.
Now, nobody wanted to keep that fairy. I think he's thinking about doing Skullwoods right now, since he got that sword.
Wouldn't blame him.
Ooh, mushroom. Anything else? Mushroom and a small key to pod.
Well, we got the mitts, so we might as well do race game here. But I'd be shocked if nobody didn't do Skullwoods right now. Although with only 5 hearts, green mail, and plastic sword, you might want to wait till later. But these runners are so good, they can do it.
Yep. What key do we get from the Dig Game Ganon's Tower?
Nice. Oh, there's the bow. Very nice.
So yeah, T-Stew not finding that Moon Pearl yet, but still finding some goodies.
Well, Nobly's doing Smith Chain. We got another big, and that is Ice Big. Another not so useful big.
I still like the Ice Big because I do not like going in Ice Battles without that big key. You don't need it, but it feels like whenever I go on without it, I regret it.
That's fair. That's fair. T-Stew setting up the death warp there. We got Johnny Two Bombs here, another booger from Johnny Two Bombs. Just a map in Zelda's chest, and we got bombs, a map. Oh god, this is terrible. And 50 rupees. Oh, yuck.
Oh, T-Stew forgot about the fairy.
Yeah, there's the frustration. Well, I would call them slashes, but there's no sword. Frustration karate chops.
Yeah, I was going to say frustration punches, but karate chops works too. Yeah, the one disadvantage of having boots early and no sword is it can be annoying to run with those boots sometimes.
Yes. We're going to get a dark cross check here and a smith's check on the other side. Pod key.
We do logically have access to pod with the flippers.
And you can get a couple checks in there with just 2 keys, but you're going to need 3 or 4 to clear it. I can't remember exactly what number.
If you have a bow and a hammer, you can do it with 4, but it's annoying. You ideally want 5.
Alright, looks like nobody is in fact heading to Skull now.
And I guess also if you skip the couple single chests, you can do it with 3. Or even 2, I guess.
Gonna see what's in Sahazrala's closet today. Looks like the green pendant is Swamp Palace. Alright.
That is slightly concerning because I'd be worried about the Swamp Small location now. That can be a GT.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like we're gonna see an Eastern dip from T-Stew here. Does not have the big key, so just a big 20 in Skull. Gonna wait for that Wall Master.
And Nobly is preserving that fairy because I'm pretty sure he doesn't like the idea of a 5-heart screen mail moth fight coming up here.
Turtle Rock big in Eastern. Oh my gosh. That is a find right there.
That could make that moth fight a little nicer. But yeah, that is also just really nice to have.
Skullwood Small in Eastern.
I just noticed that nobody does not use low health beeps.
I can't say that I blame him.
Probably preferable for at least us on our side because I've had runners who like to use much faster.
Well, there's Quake in Skullwoods as well. Could be very helpful.
One more check for Teeth 2. Well, Nobly is heading for the Mothula fight.
We know we got to do it anyway because we're in almost all dungeons. I wonder if this is a crystal or a pendant or what. We know it's not the green pendant. Just a piece of heart in Eastern. That Eastern dip bore almost no fruit.
Yeah, you got the TR big, which could be nice. And T2's finally gonna go get his Moon Pearl. Well, Nobly on Moth.
Already took 1 hit. He can only take 3, so but that's
Ooh!
And that is why he saved the fairy.
Yes. That pays off. Oh, nice half magic.
Oh yeah. If it's not a progression item, half magic is always a welcome sight.
Well, it was a crystal as well, so that is good.
So what this last item in Skull Woods is. Where do you go now if you're Nobly? We kind of know where T-Stew's going to be headed since he just found his Moon Pearl, but if you're T-Stew, you've already done the Smith Chain. There's a red meringue. So where do you go now?
It's tough to predict Nobly, but I think it looks like he might finally be thinking Mountain.
Yeah, that's right. He hasn't gone up the mountain yet. All right, we're going to get that Agana check we talked about earlier.
Now, honestly, he's really incentivized because now with Hammer, he also can clear out Hera while he's up here. Well, mostly clear Hera.
Just a big heart. Yeah, we've gotten some good items, but we're sorely lacking on dungeon items at the moment. As far as being able to full clear anything other than Skull.
Yeah. Kind of tough to say. Like, Pod, you've got some keys, but you don't like going there until you've got like 4 or so. I mean,
Sure.
I guess maybe close to like maybe 3. Yeah, dungeon-wise, this seed's really not telling us where to go yet.
Yeah. I mean, Nobly could complete Pod, but he couldn't full clear it.
No Pod big yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, no Pod big yet. Yeah, not.
Yeah, this is. I mean, Nobly for this, it makes a lot of sense because he's got. I think like. I'm trying to think in my mind. It's like 18 checks right now.
It's a lot. Yeah.
You got 7 here, 1 spiral, 4 you can do in Hera, and then there's 6 on Dark Death Mountain.
And this will definitely be good for Nobly as well, since, pardon me, he won't have to Super Bunny to get anything, and, yeah. And he can Hera pot, so he doesn't necessarily need the Hera big key. Oh. Uncharacter. Oh no, that was intentional. Okay. It looked like he was setting up the bomb jump.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, just didn't feel like doing the bomb jump today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, there's a reason he's running and I'm doing commentary, so.
Same for me.
Oh, we got a small key on Floating Island.
Looks like T-Stew's gonna go clear out Skullwoods.
We'll find his hammer in there. Let's see what we got waiting for us in Tower of Hera.
We'll start the small key.
Another pod key.
Okay. Pod value rising.
Indeed.
So that's it for the in-logic checks.
Time to Hera pot and do the out-of-logic checks.
Another
Hey,
fairy in a bottle.
Yeah, we replenished that fairy we used earlier.
Oh. I don't think T-Stu wanted to die there. He didn't get the chest yet.
Totally almost taking a Moldorm fall there to start things off.
Yeah, that was very close.
And what does the worm have today? Just bombs.
That is a crystal. So that's 2 crystals for Nobly.
And neither one of them was a 5/6. Now we should see some Dark World Death Mountain checks.
You know, the one thing I'm curious about is if Nobly will go in through the TR portal or the bottom portal. The only reason I would consider the TR portal is if it happens to be Quake, you could set up for the incredibly rare chance that it's Quake to get into TR and you find a Samaria up on Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Nah, he's just going to use this one. Which I kind of agree with. Like,
Yeah.
what are the chances it's going to be both Quake and you're going to find a Samaria up here?
All right. The way you've been doing this so far, man, you know that's exactly what's about to happen. Interesting, buying a potion.
That might be thinking for Pod.
Yeah, to do the mimic clip. Oh, does not get the hookshot glitch there.
So we have seen Super Bunny Cave on T-Stu's side. That was a mushroom and
A small key.
Okay, yep, you're right.
I just don't remember which dungeon small key it was.
Good question, chat. The bow was in the the front of escape.
Yeah.
So that is a potential wrench for Nobly. I
Indeed.
think that was the only thing up there. Oh, you know what? He might be thinking Spike Cave. Now I think about it.
Yeah, that too.
Actually, no. With what he's got, he can't
Yeah.
do Spike Cave. Doesn't have enough health
No.
yet. I mean, the red potion we can sit. No, wait. Actually, if he uses the red potion and fairy, he might be able to do it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, there's another pod key. And a second Meyer key, which... Yeah.
Quick check to see what TR is.
It is
That
Quake!
Quake. Didn't find Samaria up here, though. And yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go for... He's trying to save as much health as he can, because he's going to need both that potion and that fairy to get through this.
Yep, so hopefully you can get a fairy out of the bushes here. Ooh. Oh, there's a heart. That helps.
Works. That's essentially full health going into here for him.
Yeah. I mean, I have all the confidence in the world that he can do this, but this is going to be close.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he also gets those iframes from the fairy. Oh man, that was... Didn't even need that potion, but...
Nope. You know, T-Stew's about to be incredibly disappointed with Johnny Two Bombs over here.
It was more like Johnny Six Bombs.
Yeah. Okay, looks like Meyer and Turtle Rock are both crystals, but neither one of them is a 5-6.
Yep, that's what I saw as well.
And nobody's going to turn in that mushroom here, so what is the drug deal today?
Obviously, pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceutical drugs here we're talking about.
Oh, it's ether.
Okay. We still could use the left maybe for Meyer.
And Todd and Thieves Town are our 5-6 today.
So we're only missing info on one crystal at this point. Nobody's going for the check at Zora, as we're going to get a new check on T-Stew's side with the pyramid.
Yeah, and we'll find out what that mystery big key is sitting up on Zora Ledge. Rock small, okay. And now for everyone's favorite, the purveyor extraordinaire of life lessons, King Zora himself.
Today's life lesson is, it's good to know where you're going.
That's right. GT Compass, oh god. Ooh. Ooh.
But do we at least get a good big key out of this? Yes.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, even though Zora, you could consider you got 500 for a Meyer big key. You take that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to see some new checks here on T-Stew's side. He's our first runner to go into pod.
So nobody going to dip Ice Palace?
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, actually, this is a... You can full clear this. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I like this from Nobly.
Yeah, I agree. It's got half magic, so Cold Stare shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Opting not to use the swag bomb strats on the Pen Gators here.
No, no Samaras. They're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Yep. T-Stew throws the bomb just short for the wall. Gets a piece of heart for his troubles.
So T-Stew's entering here with just one key. He's got to be careful. I know he wants to use that key in the back.
Right. Oh, it doesn't get the swag bomb either.
It's gonna be a little annoying for T-Stew. He's gonna have to do the right side twice.
He said old-fashioned way here, the Ice Palace bomb jump. Having a little trouble setting it up, and I can't say I blame him. I think he's got it now. Yep.
And uses one key over here, which will get refunded in a moment. Well, let's see if the backup pod has any goodies.
Got a cape and ice palace.
There's the other bow. Oh, and there's the mirror.
Mirror and pod. Ooh. So Nobly finds a bow now, so
yeah, if nobody never does the front of escape, he'll overall, I guess, save a little bit of time. Never get silvers, but they're not required.
These two setting up the hammer yump. I think he's got it. Yep. Still no big key. Well, there's a master sword.
And a nice rod.
Yeah. Once we find a Samaria, Turtle Rock will be open.
He's too thinking for a minute here.
Easiest bomb jump in the game right here.
And it really is.
Oh, there, a big key. Oh.
Oh, there's a swamp small. We don't have to worry about that, thankfully.
Yeah.
I think T-Stew's going some mirror checks, which might include Smith Chain here. Well, I know Smith Chain because you got to run back to the purple chest.
Yeah. Oh, we got a big key in Cave 45. It is the big key to Swamp.
It's just good for being able to full clear it. That's pretty much it. Nobly is being very careful about trying to save magic for phase 2.
Yep. I did not know that worked with arrows.
Yeah, I think it's just really accurate because you only got one of them to actually count.
Yeah.
Oh, but he still had just enough magic to not have to worry about using his sword. And a bug net.
And ice is the blue pendant, so...
Yeah, Chad make a good point. That's Swamp Small was in the Ice Palace big chest, so that Ice Palace big key.
Yeah.
Was the Ice Palace big on the Smith?
I don't recall.
Oh, it was just on Stumpy. We just
Stumpy.
didn't see it. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's big for T-Stew then, so neither runner's going to get burned by that Ice Palace big chest.
Right. Yeah, Nobly gonna go ahead and... Oh. Thought for a second he might have been thinking about dipping Eastern.
Looks like he's going for... Yeah, he's going to go to Pod. This is actually going to kind of work out because he can mirror to Eastern.
Right, and he has a lot more keys than.
Yeah, so he can he can potentially check everything except the boss and the big chest here. Magic Bat, new check for us, but just a piece of heart. Now, actually, interesting that I think we may have to see a swamp dip here soon.
I agree.
Because I think we've got everything at this point to full clear it.
Yep.
Once Tistu goes to ice, we might send him to the swamp. I mean, to be fair on Nobly's side, he does not have the swamp bait yet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he also doesn't have the mirror.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cat paying more attention than the commentators are.
And the tracker, because the tracker got me off there a little bit. I blame our tracker McMonkey, who's actually doing a very good job. And we're just poking fun at him.
Of course. McMonkey, I just clicked the button so I don't process any of it. Fair.
Yeah, I get that completely. All right, let's see if this check yields anything, because T-Scoot had to skip it. Nah.
Nope. Monkey see bottle, monkey click button. T-Stu got rejected by Moldorm there.
Alright, so yeah, we got Nobly going back over T-Stu's steps from Paddles. We'll pick up a mirror and a Master Sword in here, and the Ice Rod. Can also do one extra check if he wants to.
Yeah, this seed has just been... You just haven't been able to figure out much from the items you've gotten. Like, it's been... Yeah.
Item-wise, we only still need Samaria and Flutes at this point. Well, we might need Bombo still.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know Meyer just yet because we don't have the flute.
Tinto's doing what I suggested earlier, opening this just in case you happen to get Samaria. So he has more motivation to do that, because if he gets Samaria, he can essentially full clear TR. You have to be one chest.
Right. Let's see what Harmless Hellway has. Not a darn thing.
So those extra keys will save Nobi a little bit of time, but didn't give him anything nice for items.
Set up his hammer yump here. He's got it.
Oh, these two let us see what this small key is up on the island.
Now, what do we need? Let's see.
Small key wise, there's nothing we absolutely need, but something like the Thief Town Small could be nice.
Unless, God forbid, a castle tower Small is required.
Castle.
Oh my gosh.
That is about as bad as it gets for small keys.
Commentator's curse.
Now I think Nobly is going for Swamp Palace.
Yeah. It's definitely the best play with what he's got right now.
And T2 looks like he's going for Ice Palace. I can't forget, in this mode, are the Castle Tower small keys guaranteed in Castle Tower?
I honestly don't know. No, they are not, says our tracker.
Okay, so that means there are still 2 items in Castle Tower. You potentially have to go check.
Thank you, our simian friend. Alright, let's see if Swamp gives us something here.
Can't imagine it's going to.
UT small. Another pots.
And what's the next big... I think the next big thing we want to see is the flute, because that's Mire and Desert's access.
Yes. The flute or cane.
Samaria would point you towards Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
And actually, if you get Cane in here and points you to Turtle Rock, that could be a little rough for Nobly, because Nobly has not gone into Eastern yet to get that TR big. Another thing is, Nobly cannot get this big chest in here. He did not get that swamp big. So if there's something in that swamp big chest, that is going to be bad for Nobly.
Yep. Also be bad. Well, there's that flute.
Alright, yeah, that's a ton of stuff in Mire area now. Mire, deserts.
And to respond to chat, yeah, it has been a while. It's been almost 2 years. So yeah, flute, huge help here. Nobly gonna set up some diver down with a bomb. First try.
Yeah, I agree. Grab that key. I like the key I like to skip in here now that the clip is legal in here, is I like to skip the small key in the room basically right before Argus. That key,
Yeah.
it's not hard to get, it's just a little annoying in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, in a situation like this, I completely agree with Nobly not skipping left side swamp. But it turns out not to be remotely helpful.
Yep.
I don't know, there's just something about skipping left side swamp that every time I play, I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah, it is. For people who skip regularly, I don't know how they do it. Like, sometimes, I'm just so OCD on checks sometimes that it's just... It probably works to my disadvantage more often than not.
Agreed. And Chad asking specifically me a question. Stick around, you'll find out.
Well, there's that swamp small for T2. Probably a little bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah. We did not get the diver down clip the first time, but second time is a charm. Small key to pod, and that's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
Well, yeah, Swamp Palace is turning out to be the answers here. That's a fully clear mire, fully clear desert now we can do. At this point, I think the big things we need potentially are the Eastern and the Thieves Town big keys.
Yes. We could get lucky and be able to clear Turtle Rock with only 3, if I remember correctly, or am I just?
You can clear
having
with
a
3
senior moment.
You can clear the 3 as long as you don't check the lava chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now for Nobly, worst case scenario for him is if Eastern Big is in TR.
Right. Oh, almost got a really nice Argus there.
And you get Tempered Sword for your trouble. And a green pendant.
Beautiful. Now Nobly has got a whole bunch of things that he can check. And, sometimes when a whole bunch of stuff opens up at once, you get that paralysis by analysis, right? You're like, oh God, where do I go now?
I think he's going to go activate the flute right away. And he's going to check K45 and get that Swamp Big.
That may cause a big lump in the throat. Like, oh God, no. I was just there.
Yeah, our checker monkey is right. A required item in the Swamp Big chest is disaster for Nobly.
Indeed. And there's the frustration slash.
Right now in terms of GT, we still have a potential wrench if Eastern's a pendant and the Eastern big key is in GT. I think that's our only big potential wrench still that could happen in this seed.
I'm just going to take your word for it because you're making my brain hurt.
We won't have to wait long to see what was in that Swamp Big chest as T-Stew's doing Swamp now.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep our eyes out for that. Because that, like you said, that could be a huge difference maker in this particular race. We already know Magic Bat's just a piece of heart. There we go.
Yep. Nobly's got to go activate that flute.
And the purple chest giving him some fits there does not want to give him the glitch.
I have to wait a little longer on that big chest as T2 is going to do left side first.
That poor duck.
What was that?
I do not know, but something wrong happened to that poor duck.
That was really weird. Yeah, I've never seen that before.
I haven't either. And now we're going to get our Mire checks. Mire and Desert. You can steal a key for Desert to clear the dungeon, but...
We've already got the Smoky, and we already have the Quake that need for Mire.
Nice.
And there's the last Smoky for Mire, which, yay. Yep, don't really need it.
Nah. Alright, now it should be time for that possibly pivotal Swamp Palace big chest.
Well, after the
Nope.
after this down here. All right, let's see. What is in this big chest?
Oh.
Oh, delayed.
Oh. Oh. That is yet another thing that could be important.
Now, not as likely, because the only thing that can be there that would hurt nobly at this point is the Eastern Big Key.
Yeah.
That's the last thing we're looking for at this point. Actually, no, we're looking at the Pod Big Key, too. I completely forgot about that. So, Eastern and Pod Big Keys.
And we're still looking for Thieves Town Big Key, but obviously it can't be there.
TR Big Key was in Eastern. I think the two big things at this point that T-Stew's done that nobody hasn't is the front of escape and the first checks of Eastern, and there's the Thieves Town Big. And the front of escape gave T-Stew the other bow, and the front of Eastern has that TR Big. Yeah, there is a lot of bad places for the Eastern Big to be, as well as the Pod Big.
Yeah. Yeah, GT being one of those places.
For the Eastern, depending on what the last pendant is. It's a 50-50 shot between Eastern and Desert right now. That's not an insignificant key, depending on where if nobody finds the fourth before going into TR or not. And there's a normal duck launch from Houston. There's the Pod Big. Now, really, that Eastern Big is just looming as we get the last sword upgrade. We just need to know what is the last crystal. If Eastern's the last crystal, then it's a little less annoying than if Eastern's the last pendant. Answer question on the first duck. I don't know what happened. Oh, there's another annoying item. All right. Let's see. Is T2 just going to go into Mire? No, T2 is going into Desert. All right. We don't know what Desert is. We have not got a map for it yet.
We will
Right
find
now.
out soon enough.
Yep.
Looks like Nobly missed the spooky action. Looked like he was trying for it.
Yeah, he might have powdered a fairy. I don't remember if he did or not. So, Nobly, no silvers, so going to have to deal with the eyeballs semi-normally.
Yeah, with half magic and cape, though, it's not that big of a deal.
Another small key, GT.
And Eastern is the pendant, so we could have a very roundabout way for clearing Eastern.
Have we confirmed that Eastern's the pendant?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Mire, not Desert.
Yeah. But we're about to find out, because T2's heading to the back right now. So yeah, if this is a pendant, then GT will be a straight clear when we get there. If this is a crystal, then that Eastern Palace big key is gonna loom for a bit. T2 is going to be well set up for this boss. He can go Fire Rod, Silvers, whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. I find Fire Rod to be generally to be the easiest way for me.
Yeah, Silvers are probably the easiest, but that's assuming you hit your shots.
Yeah. And the lag there can mess up your timing. And survey says Crystal.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
So Eastern's the last pendant, and that big key is now looming big. Actually, I feel like T2's caught up a little bit. Because they both have 5 dungeons complete at this point. So Nobly will get a 6th a little bit before T2.
Yeah, but like you mentioned though, that Eastern Palace big key looms large, so it's still definitely anybody's game.
And the big question coming up here, for me at least, is Nobly going to dip Eastern before going to TR? I think Nobly's next play most likely is going to be Pod. Well, Pod and Thieves Town, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was like, we do have the big key for Thieves Town, and that is a 5/6, so that could give you, like, if you find that Eastern Palace big key before you have to head up the mountain, that could be big, because then you can just do Turtle Rock and GT back to back.
And actually, I gotta think Nobly's going to go to the Eastern before TR. Probably because you get through Pod, you still don't have that TR big. Well, actually, I don't know with Nobly. Like, I want to predict sometimes what the runners are going to do, but honestly, some of these runners are just unpredictable.
It's a rando, so sometimes gambling can definitely work out in your favor. Alright, let's see where Nobly goes. To Nobly go where no man has gone before.
Starting at mountain, gonna flute away. Looks like it. No. Is he going to TR?
I think he is.
Okay, this is potentially... This can go one of two ways. If the Eastern Big is in the front of TR, that actually works out really well for Nobly. If it's not, this is going to potentially be a little bit of a time sink for him.
Agreed. It's gonna, at the very least, you're gonna have to make another trip up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if Eastern Big ends up being in here, it's a wash because they both have to do 2 trips up anyway.
Right.
Like for T2 at this point, after getting that pod big key, his route's clear. You're going back to clear pod. You're going to do Thieves Town after this. Then you go to TR. Right. And if you happen to find Eastern Big before then, you go finish Eastern. If you don't, then you're planning to do a GT dip for the Eastern Big. Like T2's route's pretty straightforward at this point. Nobly, we're gonna have to wait and see. And like I said, if the Eastern Big is in the front of TR, that is huge for Nobly. He's got a pretty good advantage. If it's not, then this race gets really interesting, and I think T2 is gaining more and more of an advantage as he goes.
Agreed.
This is interesting routing by Nobly.
But if it works, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Alright, moment of truth. We got a heart, and nope, does not work out.
But he could still go... Oh, never mind. That's all he was going to do. Yeah, okay.
Oh, you know, one thing there's also that big chest in Hera that nobody has opened yet as well.
Big chest in Hera and Ether Tablet as well. So I guess a couple more potential chances to find that Eastern Big.
I just don't know about the percentages on that.
All right, this is a big moment coming up here. T2 is going to Thieves Town.
I mean, they're both dealing with, you know, that Eastern Big Key, which can be pretty much anywhere. This is almost like a ice rod hunting standard at this time, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think T2 is gonna do purple chest before Thieves Town, or maybe not.
And Nobly is hitting up Hera again.
Well, this is somewhat quick. Small kitty skulls.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Nobly gonna go check, I guess, Bombos?
I guess so.
I'm just a little surprised he's not doing dungeons. I guess maybe he doesn't want to do Thieves Town without the small key?
Do you think Nobly's going to check Swamp Big?
Nah.
Oh, he might be going to pot. No, he wouldn't be. He's not going to pot. He would have fluted elsewhere.
What? Oh, does he not know? He might not know Thieves Town's a crystal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think he knows that it's a crystal.
Okay, that makes sense now. You wanted that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he also never went to the pyramid. I'll say at this point, if we see a big key, it's the Eastern. If we see a big key that's not on the pedestal, that's our Eastern Big. That's the only one we have not seen at this point. Yeah, another big moment coming up here for T-Stew.
Yep. What is in the big chest? And also, what does Blind have? That's just a big 20.
And Nobly's doing the front of escape, so now T-Stew is gaining that time back little by little.
Well, Nobly will get his silvers down here, but nothing else.
He is doing everything he can to avoid Eastern.
Yeah.
Like, if he goes to Eastern, he gets this Turtle Rock big key, and things might seem a little bit more straightforward.
Yeah.
Alright, Blind is down, and just a bottle.
Just blue goo.
At this point, I believe T-Stew has pulled ahead on dungeons.
Yep.
Yeah, I think at this point we can. I think at this point the advantage is T-Stew is now. Yeah, advantage is T-Stew now.
I agree.
Unless, oh, never mind. I was gonna say if he's Nobly might be going for the first chest to Aga Tower, which could still. I don't want to say bail him, but it definitely could still be a. That's another one that could really play into this seed.
All right, we got T-Stew heading to Pod.
T-Stew does have a few extra checks he could make in here. Well, he probably will make in here because he did not check either of the 6 key lock chests. So he's got 4 chests to check in here. Yeah, Nobly's gonna check the first chest to Castle Tower. Oh, we're gonna get a green pendant turn in by T-Stew. Nothing.
Big ol' nothing.
Also
Just bombs
nothing.
and Castle Tower.
Yeah, the chances of that Eastern Big Key being in GT are rising by the minute.
Indeed.
Is Nobly going to do Graveyard Catfish?
That's what it looks like.
I'm just really surprised Nobly is not doing dungeons. At minimum, pod. Like, you've got everything for pod. I wonder if he just. What if he goes behind? He thinks he needs to do a check like this?
Possibly, or again, you're down to an item that can quite literally be anywhere.
Speaking of anywhere, small key to Hera.
Yep. It looks like he's going back to pod. Do having a little bit of trouble here with Hammer Yump.
Yeah, but little...
Get it. Oof. Hammer Yump is a tough trick.
That's way too low.
Yeah. Well, T's too stubborn about it, that's for sure.
I believe he's got it. Or did he get all 6 keys? I don't know. He's got 2 smalls, that's what I was kind of wondering, but... We can go back to Helma at this point.
All I can say is I am so glad I am not playing this seed. Interesting, Nobly turned his silvers off, apparently.
Might be just for those mimic rooms, because might gain a little bit of lag with the silvers, and you don't really gain any advantage there.
It was just one of those things I forgot you could do until you just did it.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting if that Eastern Big Key is... No, it's right. No, the Eastern Big Key could be here on Helma.
Yeah, we got all 6 pot smalls. Unless one of them was out of logic, which at this point I won't even try to pretend like I would be able to figure out.
Nah. And it is not.
And we'll nobly mirror and go into Eastern.
Get that Turtle Rock big.
He's gonna mirror. The question is, will we do the second part? No.
What's he going back for?
He didn't check the big chest.
That's right.
But yeah, at this point, T-Stu is climbing for TR, which he can full clear. Yeah, I'm trying to think what outs Nobly still has at this point. I guess that Harrismall, maybe? That might be Nobly's only out right now.
I have never seen that glitch that Nobly just did with Samaria.
Yeah, it's a stair extension, essentially. These two is going to play a little safe and check this Hera big chest as well. And Nobly is going into Eastern.
Just doing a little bit of trouble setting up this Hera pot. There we go.
Oh, he's bailing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else of value in Eastern, unless was the 4th TR small in Eastern?
Man, I couldn't tell you.
I remember there was a small key in Eastern. I think it was a Skull Woods, though.
Alright, Nobly going to go ahead and finish up Thieves Town before he climbs the mountain.
Well, mostly. He cannot do the big chest, but we know that's nothing, so...
Yeah. We know there's nothing here in the front of Turtle Rock because Nobly already dipped it.
Now, as mentioned before, the next big key we see is the Eastern Palace big key.
Yep.
And
I'm still thinking that's in GT. That's
if it's not in GT, this race gets interesting. I don't even know where else. I mean, I guess Hera, like I said, Hera Basement still a possibility. Graveyard Ledge, I guess, is still a possibility. I don't think nobody checked that. This is as far as Nobly went in here, so we're going new checks now for T-Stu. Oh yeah, second chest of Castle Tower is also up there.
And McMonkey is correct. That would be super gross.
Places we have not seen either Castle Tower key yet.
Yeah. They're both in GT as well.
Oh, they are both in GT?
No, I'm just
Okay.
just being facetious.
Alright, new checks coming here. Small key to GT.
Seeing all those GT big keys is not. It's just making me think more and more that that's where the Eastern big is.
Yeah. don't need. I mean, logically you need all 4 for GT, but I mean, for the way these runners play, obviously you don't.
Right.
So yeah, at this point, we can basically see the difference, which is like how much T2 is going through TR. Unless, like I said, it's the Eastern Palace Big Key is not on this path.
We're gonna get our mimic check.
I was gonna say we also have Pyramid Fairy that could have some. But both runners going up to the mountain.
Yeah, this has got to be like nerve-wracking for both of them too, because we're down to that one item, because it can be anywhere. You have to think you're behind.
What is T-Stew doing? I'm sorry, like...
Bobo's tablet?
He bailed on TR at like the halfway point. Like,
does he not know he has the big key? Maybe he thinks he doesn't have the TR big.
Wonder
if we can go to his stream and see what his tracker, if he has a tracker up.
Oh, our tracker says that his tracker doesn't have it.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that he may have mismarked it on his. That is awful. Oh my god, that is awful. You never want to see that. Oh god, there's the other castle tower. Oh no.
Yeah, it's not GG yet. I mean, Nobly kind of looks like it's pulling back ahead, but I mean, the second castle tower check still.
Yeah, and all it's going to take, well, unfortunately, T-Stew's using, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? The scroll, the item scroll thing. I can't remember what that's called, but because if he had to go into his menus to change his items, quick swap, that's what I was thinking. If he weren't using quick swap and had to go into his menus, he might see that he has the Turtle Rock big key. But
Nobody's got 2 keys right now. Yeah, nobody's fine on keys. He does have 4. All 4.
Yeah. And you hate to see this, a race that's kind of, been back and forth as far as who you perceive to be in the lead, and then to have one of our runners mismark an item on his tracker. It's not, it's just not what you want to see.
Yeah. So, in our item chain here, yeah, nobody's pulling ahead in terms of dungeon progression, but there's still a few ugly spots.
Yep, these dudes about to check one of them. So yeah, TR Big, to answer the question in chat, TR Big was in Eastern Palace. T-Stew was the first one to get it. We know he has it because we kept saying nobly, go to Eastern to get your Turtle Rock, because he dipped Turtle Rock early without the big key. So, yeah, 100% sure that he has it. Oh, he just checked. Did he? Oh, I hope he just saw on his menu that he has the Turtle Rock big key.
I think he does. I think that's frustration right there.
I think so. Yep. Okay, there he goes.
Unless it's on Trinex, it's going to most likely be in GT.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even want to know what Tisu's saying to himself right now. Right?
No.
This is one of the worst feelings when you're a runner. So yeah, I think this one, if it's not Trinex, it's the 22 checks we can get to in GT, plus
Hera
basement. I don't know if there's anything else.
I don't think so either.
And because of what happened with T-Stew, he does have the Hera basement small key now, so that's not a terrible spot for it to be now.
Yep. Okay, and he could make up some time here if Nobly decides to check Pyramid Ferry. That might give him some time back.
But no, at this point, yeah, you're going to GT. Okay, so we don't have a GT guessing game in this case, but hey, we can do an Eastern Palace big key guessing game. 1 to 23. Right? Yeah. As long as there's nothing else out there, yeah, 1 to 23. Where's the Eastern Palace big key?
I always say 13. So.
Remember, when we see a big key, that's it.
Yep. You do not need to wait for the text.
We've got 2 potential tile rooms here if you want it.
Nope. And nope.
That's 5 checks. Right now, between these 2 runners, it's about, I'd say, 2 minutes.
About that, yeah. Probably a little more, but it's not much.
There's still a possibility for some divergence in here, too.
Very true.
I believe that was check 7 on our side.
And now Nobly is fully kitted out. Silver's red mail, mirror shield, and butter sword. Oh my gosh, where? Oh, it's the other castle tower key. Oh my gosh.
Well, we know it's not needed in any way, but still.
Yeah.
If the Eastern Pig Key's on right side and Tista goes straight right, this gets really interesting.
Indeed.
Let's check 12. Will
Oh
the second
my
armless fight
gosh.
have the Eastern Big Key behind it?
Nope. Nope. And no. Oh my god.
So yeah, if Tistu goes right and it's over here, this gets really interesting.
Indeed. Oh my god, where is it? Come on, T-Stew, go right.
He is.
Oh my gosh! We got a race.
If it's in Compass Room, this is a close race.
Nope. Nope. Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh my! Is it
Oh,
the
no.
two tile rooms?
It's either tile room or Hera basement, folks. Oh gosh.
Like, I'm trying to think. Did we forget anything?
I don't think so. I think we've seen everything. We've seen Thieves Town big. Yeah, I think we've seen everything else.
I'm pretty sure I saw Bombo's tablet on Nobly's side. There it is.
Wow.
I know that's got to be a bigger sigh of relief for Nobly because Nobly had some outstanding item checks beyond that.
Yes. But yeah, if T-Stew had remembered that he had Turtle Rock Big Key, we would probably be neck and neck right now.
Yeah, right now it is Nobly's advantage.
Yeah.
And I know what it feels like to be in T-Stew's spot right here. This is an awful feeling.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've all been there.
Like, this is one of the nice parts where it is to be in League because he's going to have some teammates that are going to just be able to pick him up after this one because you're going to be blaming yourself for this one for a while.
Yeah.
Now, of course, that's assuming things hold. There's still a lot that can happen here. Yeah, I don't. Obviously, none of us blame T-Stew for doing tile room. It
No.
is such a long check. You've got chests you can get to faster.
Yeah, without question. Statistically, there's no reason to do it. Unless it's the last one. And just what Nobly needed, more health from Armos.
So Nobly just has to go pick up his GT big key and then reclimb the mountain. Yeah. I see people just talking about Tower Room in the chat. I am never going to fault a runner for leaving it till last because of the time.
Yeah.
I think the only time you do it earlier is if you are convinced you're behind.
Right. I agree completely. When you're talking about a randomizer where you have equal probability of the item you're looking for being in any of a certain subset of chests, checking the most in the least amount of time is always the correct play odds-wise, probability-wise. Yeah, but though anything is possible, it seems that this particular contest has been decided at this point. But anything is possible.
And for people, if any of you haven't been around this week for AAD keys, the GT big key is always on the pedestal in this mode. So
yeah,
they basically knew where it was from the first second of the seed.
Right.
He said Nobly is fully kitted out for this climb.
Yes, indeed. Loaded for bear. There's something nice about having the silvers through those two mimic rooms. The only item we didn't see was Bombos.
Which most likely is either in the big chest of Eastern, Terra Basement, or one of the 4 chests upstairs that we are not going to see.
Yeah, we're not seeing that.
Yeah, in this mode, you're never going to see. I don't think there's ever a situation in this mode where you would check those. Unless I guess if you're looking for silvers, if you want to check for silvers, or maybe even a tempered sword in some really weird case.
Yeah.
Actually, wouldn't even have to be that weird. Like 2 swords in GT, yeah.
Yeah. Very nice Landmo 2 there from Nobly.
Oh yeah, big chest of GT.
Yeah, that too.
I'm thinking about that like situation. What if you had like 3 swords in GT? Ugh. I don't even want to think about that now. Why is Cat making me think about that?
Right? Why do you hurt my heart like that?
That would just be a terrible seed if 3 swords are in GT and you don't get any of them until you've done all the other dungeons. Anyway, Nobly is on the Moldorm 2 fight.
Indeed. With Buttersword.
I still laugh at Buttersword now because Buttersword is canon in the Legend of Zelda universe now. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, you can make a Buttersword. Literally.
I did not know that, but B have not actually finished Tears of the Kingdom. Agatu giving Nobly a little bit of trouble here. All right, it's all down to the big pig. Given how weird this seed was, under 2 hours is pretty impressive.
I think we can thank the sub-minute boots for that.
Indeed, yeah.
I think this is kind of essentially the monkey paw of Rando. We'll give you boots in the first minute, but you're gonna be tortured by a check for half the seed or so. Alright, phase 3 for Nobly, getting close to phase 4, got silvers out.
If he times this, I missed the timing.
Not so bad because you can set up for like a double or triple here.
Right. Just barely too far north to get the triple there, but it doesn't matter. And that is going to be it. GG's to Nobly. What a race. It just even as a spectator and a commentator, it just, you hated to see it go down the way it went down, but obviously that's nothing against Nobly because you legitimately won the race. It's just hate to see it go down that way.
Yeah. Official time for Nobly is 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 22 seconds.
GG's to Nobly. Additional 3 points for his team.
T-Stew's going to finish this out, it looks like.
Yeah, why not at this point? But I'm kind of interested to see our runners' item count here, or location checks.
Yep.
Because, man. And Bagatu also giving T-Stew a little bit of a headache here.
There it goes.
Alright, it's all over but the barbecuing.
Everyone wants the Ganon bacon, but sometimes it might be nice to have some Ganon ribs.
Oh yeah. Ribs. We are joined now by Nobly. GG's Nobly. What a seed.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah, it was something. Early game felt good.
Yeah, early game you got boots in less than a minute.
Yeah, I mean, boots were pretty nice to get. Now, of course, bush crab giving resources. Everything was just giving in the early game.
Yeah, item-wise, but key-wise, not so much.
Yeah, there was decisions in mid-game though that kind of didn't turn out the way I wanted. So,
how long ago did you know that you were going to be running this? Because we know you were a late sub for Obscure who had to dip out due to IRL reasons.
literally 15 minutes before race start.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. It was a rush, because Obscure had some alarm issues in his house and stuff. So.
Did you even get any practice in on this mode?
Nope.
Oh wow. But sorry to interrupt, but GG's now to T-Stew who's just killed Ganon, and as soon as he walks in, we will have his official time.
Official time of 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 49 seconds.
Close race.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I practiced about this screen was putting a yellow note on my screen saying, "You don't need to do AGA." That was the only thing. And oh yeah, and GT Big Key was on pen. That's like the main things.
Yeah. I can't remember. Yeah, this race would have been really close had the GT or the Eastern Palace Big Key been in Compass Room, because you went left to start, T-Stew went right. And so you two are almost in Compass Room at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, initially I do DM to like Compass Room, but the skellies were playing nice, so I was like, okay, it's a free kill. Then I was like, I'm at Random Room. Do I just mirror and go full right? I was like, that doesn't feel good. Just be behind Ice Armors, please. So I kind of was like, okay, I have Silver's. Ice Armors isn't that fast, slow, whatever. So.
Yeah. And then you had a couple checks you had to miss, which probably had you a little nervous. I know you got the Swamp Big Key right after Swamp.
Oh yeah, that was never gonna happen.
Which we didn't even know what was going to be until maybe I don't even know, it was like an hour later. Like, basically the Swamp Big Key led to the Thieves Town Small Key.
Lovely.
And then the Thieves Town Small Key had nothing, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason I didn't want to go to Thieves Town, because there's one check back there that's in logic, and I knew that Mountain had a small key, so I was like, okay, I can quickly just route in the front of TR and that small key into Heron Tablet that I just got, so I was like, okay. And that didn't quite pay out, so I was like, I went to pod, then I mean, what I initially should have done is done Thieves Town, gone pod, and then continued on from there like I did. Gotten the TR big and just rushed TR GT as I would have. But when I found the TR big, I was like, okay, this has to have been in TS2's pocket early if they didn't sequence back Moon Pearl early. So
Yeah.
I was like,
About that. T-Stew did do that early, but apparently from what the information we were given, he did not mark the Turtle Rock Big Key on his tracker, so he ended up dipping out of Turtle Rock early because he did not know that he had the Big Key.
yeah, I saw that, like he wrote that, and I was like, oh, that feels rough. Like you're losing half of your TR time there, plus mountain climb extra for that. So.
Yeah.
I was also thinking about doing tile room early, but I was like, it's just not there. I was more wanting it to be in Hera basement, to be honest. So I almost left GT tile room, but then I
Yeah,
opened race. I opened race time as I mirrored from compass room and was like, it's not done yet. I was like, I'll just do tile room, and if it's not there, I must have lost if it's in Eastern or Pyramid Fairy. There's no way he just full cleared GT. So it was like GT tile room and Hera tile room. If it's not there, then I basically lost anyway.
Yeah, I was joking about that. That chat basically got a little bit of a double. Well, not a double feature because we didn't see Hera tile room on either side, but we were going to say it was a 123 check, and there's 2 tile rooms.
Yeah.
187 on your collection rate. That just tells you what kind of seed this was.
No, I mean I got to skip a couple of things like Pyramid Fairy. I was almost leaving because I found the Castle Tower small key as well. Because I was like, okay, I haven't seen one of those yet, so that's a good plan.
We
I was
did
like,
see, yeah, we did see where both of them were. The one you didn't see was in Pyramid Fairy.
nah. Yeah, because I did. Once I got the Hyrule Castle key on the mountain, instead of going to the dungeon that I needed, I was like, but I don't want to go to Thieves Town without the small key. And if it's just an escape, this has been done early, and I can not leave that big chest behind. So, it kind of delayed my gameplay.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where, it came down to that Eastern Palace Big Key, which could be almost literally anywhere. And it was impressive and just fun to watch, yet also stressful at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite stressed when I found the Eastern Big Key as well and seeing no finish. I was like,
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, let's just try to keep calm, focus. Beat Eastern, pulled Ped, still no finish. Got back to my portal, still no finish. Okay. Got to Modern 2, still no finish. Okay. And I was like, please don't give me another post Aga 2 defeat again, because those are heartbreaking to get.
Oh, without question.
So it's like you're this close to the finish line and then you get sniped, and it's like But it's
again. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's marginal playing in Invitational. Like you don't have too much time to spare in these seats.
Well, again, nobly GG's to you and your team for a great performance here and pulling out the victory. So congratulations to you guys. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. And I believe that's pretty much all we have for everybody today. We have anything coming up next, JP?
For the Invitational League, this is it for week 3, but starting tomorrow, we're in week 4. We've got the pilot spoiler log week.
Ooh, that is always fun.
I mean, it's kind of the best mode. I'm happy it's back in leagues.
I agree. It's always good to have. Although sometimes, it's if you and your partner get indecisive at some big, logical split, you're like yelling at each other, no, I want to go this way.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for the restream and doing the commentators and tracker. It's going to be fun to watch back and see how the race went. So, yeah.
Right. And as you mentioned, shout outs to McMonkey, our tracker today, for keeping all that info up to date for everybody. Thanks to JP for carrying me my first time doing commentary in about 2 years. So good to be back, and make sure for all of your speed gaming needs, follow the Speed Gaming family of channels and follow these awesome runners who were working hard for our entertainment today. But thanks everybody. I have been Phantom Ryu. I am trying to be back. We'll see if life allows me to do that. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am out. Give the last word to my co-commentator here.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you back here. Looks like noon tomorrow will be our first Invitational League pilots for Alexa. Make sure to watch the schedule to see if / when that gets restreamed. So we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for some more league action. Until then, have a good night.